What's that in the corner right there? So, what did I just think about? Sometimes, who doesn't get the rules in play are cute little butt heads like this. And what does that do? Creates more of a butt head. So, with him, I've never really had to worry about a lot of stuff because he was so Velcro-y. Like, even if he took off, no matter what I would say, he would stop and turn and come around. Well, how old are you now? 5? That's a good boy. Why do I gotta trim around your eyes again? Didn't I just do that? I need to trim around your mouth too. Okay. Right. So if you start when they're excited, you're gonna keep that excitement. So here lately, he's been having a harder time settling down and he's not been listening. Here we got the Chihuahua lady coming. Oh, I didn't get hot dogs for you. All right, ready? Drop it. Nope, drop it. Good boy. All right, so wait for that moment of calm. Good job. Okay, you see me flinch. He started because I flinched. Now, when I first got him, I did a lot of work because he was real nervous and scared of everything. So we started with a lot of trying to do a lot of work, did some agility stuff inside. I have a little inside agility thing. Is that a bad angle? What's up with that? I like my stuff to be real square. So it helps me stay in the picture sometimes. So when I don't have it nice and square, it messes it up, right? Now generally speaking, he ain't gonna mess with nobody. He might run up to a certain place. It's when they know dogs is where what I can't get over and figure out is when they know dogs, for them to leave them alone. I'll let him chew on it for a while. Let him have his keel, right? Especially with the lady walking by, right? Let that pass. Do 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 do. Right? Good boy. Ha. They're getting better. They used to bark the whole way by. They're getting better. He sucker gets the string, dude. Right, so see how he was leaning into the pressure? I tried to get him but it was staying right on it, so I had to reach in. I've met, I was gonna talk about this. Is probably the greatest toy, right? There is. Fulfills the need for them to chase and kill, right? Get it, right? So that's good. I should have marked it because he stopped when it stopped. Good. Good, get it. Get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it. So anyways, I've done this with probably every dog in 8 years, and there's been 2 or 3. Now, again, I don't do huge numbers. I don't want to do huge numbers. have never wanted to do huge numbers. So like the people that are proud of, hey, you know, we do hundreds and thousands in a month. I'm like, you can have that. You can have that. I want no part of that. Might be kind of stupid, right? Handcuffing myself. But that's the way life is, right? We have handcuffs. We either deal with it or be a victim and whine and cry about it. America is great. You can screw yourself over, right? And still make it. Even if making it is just getting by, man, hey, this life, dude, we're all just trying to get by. Ain't that right, boy? Right, so boom. Good, get it. There you go. What was I starting to say? Oh. So let's just say, I don't know, 8 years I've done 150 dogs. There's been 3, maybe 4 that didn't like the flirt pole. Now there was a few where I had to really get them into it, right? They're like, what's, because of the stick can be kind of weird, right? So I've had to get them into it with moving and running, and they're like, oh, I got it. Right, because with some dogs, especially if early when they come, like can be a big old, what are you gonna do with that, right? Then you start running with it, like, oh, I get it. Some dogs have taken a couple days, right? Of trying. And then the weirdest one, I think, that didn't like it is Oscar. He's a regular border collie of mine. And that's the weird part, right? He's a border collie. He loves chasing squirrels. He can't stand flirt pole, right? So when I go by his house, he's got a nice big open park like this. I let him go. He goes and chases squirrels, has a good old time. Frisbees, balls, all that kind of stuff. Flirt pole, he's like, what is this thing? Even with me running, even with me squeaking the toy. I tried with him like 3, 4, 5 times, right? And then I was like, I guess he just doesn't like it. I think that's the key with anything, right? You try it a few times, not just once. I would say, except for training style, right? If you go with a certain training style and it doesn't work, you give it time to work, right? But you don't go to another person that does the same kind of training style. Because the training style could work and it can't work, right? Food, everybody's real focused on food. What if people don't like food? I mean, what if the dog doesn't like food? And some people say that all dogs are motivated by food, but I find that that's not true. Almost all dogs will work for food. To me, there's a difference between working for and being motivated by, right? And a lot of dogs are motivated by the food because of the energy you put into it, right? So like people will say like, all dogs are motivated by food, like, see, he's not getting into it, and then watch when we do this. Well, yeah, that's because your emotion and your energy is what's motivating to the dog, not the actual food. If the actual food was motivating, just doing your luring would make them go, right? Which, again, most dogs will, just like luring and work. They're gonna be motivated, but some aren't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I know what I was going to say about this. One weird thing is, like, I can tell people how much energy this gets out of your dog without you really having to do anything, but it's you doing stuff together, right? When you're starting the game, it's still, I would say fetch is right here, unless you're using your obedience in it. Then I would say like as in interactively, right? I mean, you're obviously throwing the ball, but the dog is doing most of the. This is kind of way higher up, and then even above that is your tugging. When dogs like tugging, some of them don't like it. It's like everything, right? It might be rare that they don't like tugging, but some of them don't. Right? Oh, here's what a lot of people do. This is what I've seen a lot of people do. Get it, get it, get it. It's like, put it on the ground. Put it on the ground. Some dogs will chase it when it's in the air, but get it on the ground, get that chasing. And I say it because I've got a puppy client on Sundays that I took, the first day I took the flirt pole to him, right? And I showed him. And then on the fourth one, which was last week, they're like, look, we got the flirt, because I was like, yeah, you guys ought to get one of those flirt poles. It's going to help you a lot, because her energy is going to, now she's getting older, her energy is going to go bigger. You're going to need more intense. And if you find yourself with less time in the day, right? If you can't give your dog 30 minutes, if you give them 5 minutes of flirt pole, dude, right? Give them 5 minutes of flirt pole and 5 minutes of food work. That's a good morning. It's almost equal to a full 30 minutes. I mean, when they're that young, you don't want to do 30 minutes anyways. Where was I going? Oh, but that's what he was doing. Is holding, and so many people I see doing that. It's like, get it on the ground. Get it on the ground, because it's chase, right? Chase, chase, chase. They can't chase a bird. Well, some dogs will chase birds, right? Most dogs don't chase birds. They'll look and watch them. I mean, you know, depending on, right? Let's see. Drop it. Drop it. Nope. Good. See? The threat of grabbing. Ready? Yes! I'm gonna have it this last time and get on to the next dogs. The problem with this guy is when he knows he's got flirt pole, he won't poop. Like on the way out, he started to poop. And it was a little bitty old poop. And he didn't poop earlier. So I know he's got a big poop in there, but he's not gonna poop right now either. Sometimes that play messes him up, right? Oh boy. All right, dude, we're out of here.